It's Friday. It is August. No, it's not. It is Friday, September 8th, 2017. This weekend, Hurricane Irma is expected to make landfall somewhere here in Florida. So I'm going to take some video and document us riding this storm out. It's currently a Category 4, making its way northwest from the Bahamas, between Cuba and the Bahamas. They're forecasting that it's going to make a turn up to hit Florida. So that's the big question right now, is whether or not it will actually do what they expect it to do. And what the situation will be here depends very widely on that. We live approximately 100 miles inland from either coast, so we're in a good spot. But depending on the track it takes, we could get an interesting day, a bad day, or a really bad day. It all depends on what happens. So we're making precautions. We've got lots of food stored up. Here, let me give you a look. It's not Christmas time, but we got Christmas lights up because that's what we do. This is Carrie brought some stuff. I got those cans of beans. Carrie's major contribution was beef jerky and rice cakes. She brought some water, and then more beef jerky. Because that's where our priorities lie. We've also got our sort of own setup here with some supplies here in our closet. We've got a good deal of water here. More water down here. And then this whole box is full of non-perishable foods. We've got some ramen there and some canned chicken, canned tuna, all the essentials. Again, it's unlikely that we'll see anything stronger than Hurricane 2, 3 winds, which obviously is nothing that you want to experience, but it's also not the life-threatening situation that was on the coast. We've got ice in here, that I've been making in bags here, melting ice here, and thawing out some pork ribs here, and we got a lot of leftovers. We fed the GCBI students, so we've got rice and veggies and some salads, some tomato soup, all stocked up on LaCroix. We got a lot of things taken care of. So I'm gonna hard boil some eggs today. I got to make a run to the store and get some fruit, because we're gonna be here for that. The realistic thing is that it's gonna start rolling through in the bands tomorrow afternoon. It'll rain hard all day Sunday night, all night Sunday morning. Sunday, it looks like the major part of the storm will roll through here. They're saying anywhere from Sunday morning to Sunday evening, Sunday night. It's going to be 48 hours of a lot of wind and rain. So we're going to be hunkered down here. Chris is coming. Chris McKinney, Carrie will be here, and then of course Meredith and I. So we're hunkered down. We'll see what happens. So these appear to be the outer clouds. Hurricane Irma. I'm out here on our back porch, which we've pretty much cleared of all movable furnitures. I'm gonna do a little reading while I still can be outside. But you can see the clouds have definitely descended. There's a couple places you can see blue sky, but if you look at the radar, it looks like we're completely in the hurricane. But this is just the outside. The actual storm is still hundreds and hundreds of miles away from here, over the north coast of Cuba. But still, interesting day. One of the major things you're supposed to do in preparation for a storm is to get anything that's movable that could blow around during the storm inside, so that it doesn't do that. Because first of all, you lose your staff. Second of all, could damage somebody's property. So, moving all of our bins into the back shed to prevent that from going down. It's Saturday, September 9th. We're out making our final, what would we call these? Errands before the storm. You start to see some bands roll through, the wind picking up. What are you thinking, TT?
I don't know. We've had a lot of rain recently, so the water level's already pretty high. So I'm hoping that we don't get a lot of rain.
Yeah, we're expected about 10 inches of rain in the next couple of days through the entirety of the storm's effects. So we probably got about half an inch last night already. So like she said, it is September, so the rainy season. It's the end of the rainy season here, so the water table's pretty high. So there's some concerns about flooding, but you know, we'll see what happens. You can see on Lake Jackson the peaks that are kind of forming from the wind. It's not unusual to see, but it's definitely a real thing. It's not made up by the news, so we'll see what happens. Day 2, 3, I don't even know how many.
Sunday. We're barely making it.
It's Sunday. It's just after 1 o'clock, and we're having. What are we having?
Ribs.
We still have power. It is raining outside. Some would say it's a torrential rain. Others would say it's just another day in Florida. There's a little bit of a breeze. Football's on. Right now it's a weird M&M's ad. And we're surviving. Right, Cross?
Barely.
Cross has already gotten into the apple juice.
I'm really stir crazy.
Into the hurricane force range, and if you just heard him talking about, that is going to get a lot worse in the coming hours, because that northern eyewall here, that area where you can see on the radar that has a lot of lightning activity and those bright red and yellow colors, that is just offshore now, moving off to the north here, just about 9 or 10 miles per hour. I think 12 miles per hour now out of the latest advisory, but this is just about 25 miles here south of the Naples area where
it is 4 on Sunday. Hurricane Irma is approaching landfall. On the coast. This is the conditions here in Sebring, Florida. It's a little soggy. You can see how fast these clouds are moving. And we got sustained winds. Gusts of probably up to 40 miles an hour. And it's really cold. The rain is cold, which is like strange. This is the coolest it's been here in Sebring, probably for, I don't know, 5-6 months. This very moment, it's probably about, if I had to guess, it's probably about 70 degrees right now. I'm about to take my last shower before we presume the power goes out. So we'll see what happens the next couple hours. It's supposed to really get crazy for us probably around 8 or 9.
The next 2 hours.
Actually,
We're playing
the
games.
information we got here maybe, I'm going to say about 10 or 15 minutes ago, the
Listening to the
actual
radio.
eye is 10 miles south of the county line, heading into DeSoto, but the bad weather is on our side of the line.
Who's Nellie Ann?
I asked it, is it still a
daycare?
category
What?
2? They said, I believe
Vibrating on the
so.
table.
It was at 8 p.m. with 105 mile an hour winds, but it is now less than that because it is dissipating because of, the fact that it's basically over land.
Right.
And if you see the
So essentially,
it
the storm's
envelops-
about 60 miles from here, the center of the storm. But it's also pretty much
gone by, but
broken up to a Cat
the
2.
eye is coming up, and there's some purple and red bands that are going to
So
come
it's
right
going to
up
be an
over
interesting
top of
couple
us,
hours.
which I will make the assumption.
Or so.
Oh my gosh.
Of the worst
That would have
weather
been
will
so
work
bad if you had done that. Did you
Lieutenant Gene.
in that cup?
Thank you
That's
very
not a
much.
cup.
Thanks for listening.
That's
We
the
are
first cup
That
I
was
saw.
Radio Group
Very
with
bad.
continuing
Oh my
coverage
goodness,
of
I
Hurricane
wasn't
Irma.
terrified. What are
Back
you
with you
doing?
as soon as we can.
There's Cross.
It's me.
FM Avon Park, Highlands Best Country.
Alright
99.1.
guys, let's figure a really Instagram-y photo.
So the power finally went out after about 2.5 to 3 hours of threatening. It's 8:53. We're still trying to play Scrabble.
We're
There
still
was a
not
flash.
even sure it's out.
Oh, it's out.
Here's the thing. It
The
did
radio
this,
station's out.
but it did this like an hour ago.
It's it. This is the real deal.
This is it.
So we're gonna see what happens, but it looks like it's gonna be dark and windy for a while. So it's a little after 9. The power's been out for 20 minutes or so, and the winds have really picked up. Listen to this. That was a lightning strike. Cleared the rodent out of the garage. Did you hear that lightning? So it's a little, like right around 10:30 on Sunday night. Hurricane Irma is passing by. Literally within 30 miles of here, the center of the storm. You can see here. Let me see if I can get this to work. This is out our garage door, garage window. It's kind of hard to see on camera. That's the other house neighborhood, and this is, you can see the gusts blowing the wind, blowing the rain. It's just tremendous to see in here. It takes a little bit to get used to. It's sort of terrifying, but it's also dope.
Now, VoiceBite invites you to use your voice for a chance to win a VIP trip to the iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas, including a meet and greet with Ryan Seacrest and a $500 gift card to his favorite Vegas restaurant. Head to iHeartRadio.com/.
So it's Monday, September 11th, 2017.
Today's 9/11. Today's 9/11.
And it is the aftermath of Hurricane Irma. We have no power.
None. Zilch.
Meredith is reading.
Carrie's tired of reading.
I've been reading. It's a good book, but you can't read for that many hours. A book about leadership.
I've
read.
probably made about 40 phone calls. Here's just sort of the survey of the damage for us. It's pretty light. We got one torn thing. You can see we got a thing down there.
Look at the tadpoles.
Meredith has made a collection. She found some tadpoles. And you can see the neighborhood isn't completely intact. We have, whoa, Russell, at least one roof there with some damage. And you can see roofing materials just strewn throughout yards. You got some shingles there. You know, so it was definitely no joke. The eye of the storm passed about 20 or 30 miles from our location. So it was no joke. Chris is currently taking a nap. She's got a headache. Here's the view out the front door. Got a lot of leaf debris. We're pretty fortunate for the most part. No major problems. There is some shingles I collected earlier. We've got one piece of roofing over here that came off. That roof that I'd already show you. You can see there's a lot of water still moving. There's a piece of roofing that flew off of that house over there. I'm gonna end up right there. You can see down our street. There's a lot of trees that have been deleafed. But for the most part, no major issues on our street. See down that way. Yeah, you hear a lot of generators. Still quite breezy day here. You can see our neighbor Fran, her roof didn't fare the greatest. It's missing a lot of shingles. Probably will need replaced. Those people's roof is brand new, literally a couple of weeks ago, so it looks great. And you can just see the older roofs are the ones that took the biggest hit. But we're fortunate, we're blessed. There's a lot of people to the west of us and south of us that really got walloped badly. So we're praying for them, and my parents are on their way. So our plan is probably to get involved with those relief efforts, and we'll see what happens. There's definitely some people that need help here in Sebring as well. But as far as church property and our property and friends' property, I haven't heard any serious things. I probably talked to 12 different people on the phone today. Probably called another 12 that didn't answer. So we'll see what happens. But this is what Cat 2 looks like, Hurricane Irma. Yay! Who knows? Armageddon. Here we are. Boone's house. Clinton just went over there. Cleaning up debris. I have me a chainsaw. We could be without power for several days, but nobody really knows how long. So we're gonna keep working.
Ben, back up!
What are you doing, Clint?
Cutting down a tree! Armageddon! Armageddon!
Alright, let's go.
Come around every June. The high black water, a devil's daughter. She's hot, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. Man came down from Chicago. He gonna set that levee right. He said it needs to be at least 3 feet higher. It won't make it through the night. But the old man down in the corner, he said, don't you listen to that boy. The water be down by the morning, and he'll be back to Illinois. I was born in the rain on the pocket train, underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane. They come around every June. The high black water,
Get her done! It's redneck tree trimming.
On the Gulf Stream, I hear the south wind moan. Bridges getting lower, the shrimp boat's coming home. The old man down in the corner slowly turns his head, takes a drink from his whiskey bottle, and this is what he said. I was born in the rain on the Poncha train underneath the Louisiana moon. Don't mind the strain of a hurricane, they come around every June. High black water, the devil's daughter, she's hot, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans.
Alright, Meredith is doing laundry. This is only day 2 without power, but we've already used a lot of underwears and stuff. So we're doing some laundry. How is it Haiti style, Meredith?
It's a lot slower. But, I mean, I got this pretty clean.
You did. Clint's here. Armageddon!
Sun setting. It's really nice out.
Thank goodness it's not raining.
Got a generator running! That's the nice thing about working outside all day is when you are done, it feels cool.
And you're adequately sunburned.
Right.
Because we didn't use sunscreen. Yep. Armageddon 2017.
She's real.
That's Dad in there. It actually won't go. Oh wait. He has to pull it down.
What's up? Oh, okay.
Hang on. Yeah, it would be better.